Yeah. Good morning. Let's lift up those attitudes. Say, yeah. Let's share some good time. Say, yeah. Let's get together now. I said, let's, ooh, yeah. And love morning. Yeah. Are you with me? Yeah. Let's start this now. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Hug Nation's Love Morning with me, John Halcyon Stin. Today it is Friday, TGI, and we are once again practicing gratitude and kindness and presence and authenticity. Good morning, Abigail. Good morning, Gerbot. Good morning, Crochet Cowboy and Coffee and Pixie and Hammock Peeps. Good morning. I'm live on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and also to the gentleman outside doing work on this complex. I figured this weekend is the pink party. I should wear something pink today since I also here, let me try this. I'm going to change hats. This hat was given to me at the Wisdom 2.0 conference. Someone just walked up to me and said, I think you should have this hat. It is this epic macrame dome. Look at that. It's super warm though, so I don't wear it too often, but macrame, hear that? Good afternoon to you, Coffee and Pixie. Where are you? I'm in San Diego, California. It is sunny. There's workers outside hammering away, the sound of progress. Good morning, Zoe. Oh yeah, crochet. We got a crochet cowboy here. Of course I have to wear this hat. Crochet and macrame. Those rhyme. I think we've got a song. I think tomorrow's Love Morning is, we're here to share some crochet. We've got good attitude and lots of macrame. Good morning. Chris is grateful for denial this morning. Interesting. Coffee and Pixie is in Ohio where it is cold. Gerbot is grateful for my spaceship that will bring me there today to San Diego. Yes. Awesome. Good morning, Brent. And I am grateful for the endless well of patience and understanding of my partner, Lisa, who is working so hard to be a partner to me in a challenging chapter for me, and is such a rich partner, not just in, the day-to-days of life, but in personal growth. I'm 1 month in. Today is 1 month. Oh wait, more than that. Yeah. Anyway, it's been a month. Maybe it's actually exactly a month since my pinched nerve kicked in. And so this weekend of activities has brought on additional anxieties and struggles, and I'm really being tested in different ways. Well, anybody who wants to come someplace warm, we've got the Pink Heart fundraiser tomorrow in San Diego. Come on over and join us for a dance party, or join for a full day. We've got the Love Ambassador Summit, starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hello, David in Windy, Colorado. Good morning, Pretty Poison. Welcome, Popcorn Digger. And hello, Oliver. Oliver, welcome. Much love, brother. And you were in Portugal, if I'm remembering correctly. And Brent is in Florida. Brent is grateful and excited. His first pair of prescription glasses are ready. On my way. Nice. The world gets so crisp when you can see it clearly. Abigail is feeling grateful and looking so forward to my second love burn coming up. My attendance last year truly changed my life and threw me into a different timeline. Can't wait to see what happens this year. Yay! Love Burn is the Florida, Miami regional burn, and it's an awesome one. If people are considering going to regional, I say that should be your first choice, because it's so warm that you don't need to pack tons of stuff, you can actually fly into the airport and take an Uber to the event. Maybe a stop at a grocery store, and it's doable. I've heard you can even get food delivered to the gate. Valerie is grateful for the Love Ambassador Summit and the Pink Party this weekend. I just invited a bunch of friends to spin too. Yeah, cool. We are going to be boogieing down at Spin Nightclub tomorrow night after a full day of radical self-expression and authenticity and connection. Hasn't everyone done circling before? It's like a specific type of relating exercise that I've done a number of times, and we're going to do a version of it tomorrow. Welcome, John and Rainbow. Good morning, Joyous. Good morning, and good morning, Cherish. Hello, Bobcat. Bobcat is grateful for my counselor. Nice. Counselor, is that like a coach? Counselor is like a therapist that doesn't have a license. Is that why you use the term counselor? I don't hear people use the term counselor very often, but I mean, I know what I think I know what you're saying. Joyous is grateful for asking the universe to just show me a sign. And before sunrise, I saw a double rainbow. So I'm taking it. Nice. Welcome, Stamptanton. Oh, counselors have licenses too. Well, good for them. I know coaches don't need to have licenses. I'm a coach. A Love Ambassador does not need to have a license, although I'm thinking of awarding licenses to everyone who attends the Love Ambassador Summit this weekend. Actually, I was thinking of doing like a separate thing of like a Love Ambassador certification program. It's all the same stuff. And in fact, you kind of deserve a license if you've come here every morning. So we should talk. I should give you a credential. I am grateful for that I got to see what day's today? Yes, I got to see my parents yesterday. They had been on a trip, and I got to have a nice connection with my dad and my mom. I feel so lucky that they're in my life. The summit, it is not going to be online. I will be doing a digital version of it in the future. This one is in person just tomorrow and a little bit of time on Sunday. Summit.pinkpath.net has some details about it. But if it sounds interesting, let me know. And I am planning on doing like a full day online version of it in the future. And I think each one's going to be very different because it's not really a class. In fact, I'm trying to quickly figure out how tomorrow is going to shift from my original plan. And maybe I'll just riff on this for a second, which is that, when I said I was going to do this, I even recorded like videos about how, one of the aspects of being a love ambassador, there's this authenticity part, this gifting part, kindness, and there's a radical self-expression part. And authenticity and radical self-expression for me for many years has been an act of boldness and an act of not dimming our light. And that has been the aspect of authenticity that I have been cultivating and trying to, encourage in others. And it's been this interesting internal journey over the last month with pain of how does that fit into radical self-expression? How does that fit into authenticity? Because as I'm approaching this weekend, I'm not the person. I am not in the stance of grounded brilliance that I wanted to be. So how can I authentically speak the same thing as I was going to say if I'm not coming from the same place? That doesn't sound very authentic. You see my dilemma. And so I am experiencing the struggle for me of my authentic truth in these last few weeks has been one of a much dimmer light. I was talking with Lisa last night, and like the really advanced levels of love ambassadorship and of growth, of learning how to within suffering be more heart expanded. And I had to confess that that has not been my experience. I feel a heart constriction in a state of pain and suffering. Now, when I've had reprieves of pain, when I've had moments of feeling good, when the memory of pain is fresh in my mind, then I feel so powerfully heart expanded. But when I am hurting, I feel constriction. I feel it more difficult to connect with my partner. I felt it more difficult to connect with my son. I feel it more difficult to connect online. And it's tough to say like, hey, I'm inviting you to this workshop where my heart is constricted. I don't think I'd go to that. And so I'm trying to find, is there a value? Is there a potential healing that can come from this authenticity, even though on the surface it doesn't feel like the offering that I want to give, but it's what I've got. And so having this trust, this faith that if I am transparent, if I am letting go of my desire of what I want to have happen, and having faith that floating more, trusting, surrendering will have a value that I don't fully understand in this moment. Whew. Good morning, Janelle. Cherish sharing. Just show up just as you are, and that will teach more about authenticity than trying to fake it. And that is the place that I am really trying to step into. We had a Zoom meeting last night, kind of let's just brief touch base with fellow participants before the summit. And I don't feel like I was really at in the place that I wanted to be. And there were times when I was kind of in, I think, a performance headspace, and then struggling that I wasn't quite delivering what I wanted to deliver. And I think for this to work, I really have to let go. Luckily, everyone's already paid for it, so they're screwed. I don't mean that. Gerbot says, yes, trust that it will be good. And I think on a deep level, I do, because I'm very lucky in that I tend to attract, and this is directed at you who's hearing this right now, I tend to attract humans that value this kind of truth. And I don't think anyone is coming, with a desire to like get certified or like learn some skill set that then they can take. It's more of an opportunity to connect with people. It's like an experience. Like if you enjoy this connection of Love Morning, what if you could multiply it times 10 and feel and have the ability to sit down with this people that are here and look into their eyes and hear their truth. I think that is really what we're showing up for. And so I have to not make it personal and simply lead by example. That's where I'm coming from. Gerbot says 100%. Good. Because you're 1/10 of the group, so your vote counts. And what are you grateful for today? We've got a few more minutes to share gratitude. I got started late. I'm grateful for this kick-ass hat. I'm grateful that I've got a wardrobe filled with so many options for a pink party tomorrow. I'm grateful that I'm going to get to stop by different friends gathering tonight and briefly get to introduce Lisa to a bunch of friends that have not met her yet. Excited about that. I am grateful that the location that I get to do the workshop in is really beautiful. It's got this beautiful ocean view that I think is going to be just a nice setting for us to drop in with each other. I'm grateful for all the unknowns and the connections that I think will happen tomorrow night at the party. It's going to be, my first time going to a Pink Heart fundraiser dance party sober. And just like going to the Burn sober, I'm sure it will have aspects that are new and novelty and fun, and things that I will miss about the old ways. And I'll try to stay grounded in all of it. Carolyn, speaking of ecstatic suffering, shine your light through the prism of pain. Immerse yourself in the new refracted rainbows and remember that it is such a beautiful glass. Ooh, beautifully said. That was poetic. Thank you, Gerbot. Chera says, if there is a reason for everything, then there's a reason for you to experience this. As someone isn't always feeling like a bright light, I have to choose between performance me, which ultimately depletes me more, or decide not to show up so as to not dampen others' experience. I would appreciate knowing that others aren't always feeling full of positivity and energy either. That's a huge lesson for a lot of people. That's true. I feel like I'm pretty good at acknowledging when I am not at 100%. But what I haven't quite surrendered in my own mind is that it's okay for me to invite people to a paid ticketed event that I am not going to be at 100%. That is hard for me. I already have a hard time charging money for these things, These things meaning anything in the realm of love and gifting and gratitude and kindness. I prefer to give everything away for free. But so this is a massive classroom for me. Joyce says, have yet to rule out jumping on a plane to go to the pink party. Ooh, it's still possible. Tomorrow's you can get to San Diego in 24 hours from most places. Good morning, Ashley. Good day to you. Good morning, Ricky Bayless. Oh, let's see. You're human, though, and that's what happens. You know what? Truthfully, only my great-grandmother was human. The rest of my lineage is various planets, various species. I'm 1/18th otter. A lot of people don't know that. Gerbot says, for me, I see it as a donation for what you do every day here, and then an excuse to hang out and go to the camp fundraiser party. I appreciate that, and I think that there is something to that of that. Yeah, I like that. Thanks, Gerbot. Lisa is here. Good morning, Lisa. Lisa is grateful for my gratitude family holding me up when I cannot. I'm grateful I didn't lose too much when our downstairs flooded this week. Ooh. Grateful for the mystery gift I received this week. Yay. I have not received my Secret Santa gift, but mine has been delivered. Our gratitude group does a Secret Santa every year. And, I was feeling like I was not enjoying this beard, but in this moment, I trimmed it this morning a little bit, and I'm kind of digging it. I think it just looks good on webcam, but not in person. Maybe that's the deal. Welcome, Moosecock in Calgary. Good morning, Kiri. Happy Friday to you. Ooh, Ashley is hoping to make it to Spin for an in-person hug. Awesome. I should let people know in advance that if you are coming to Spin, that I am giving gentle hugs this year. I am one arm hugging, but I will definitely take a slow, gentle hug from anyone that has got one. Oh, and can't remember if I mentioned it here. We're gonna do a bikeless pink ride. So probably like 11 o'clock, I think, 11 p.m. We're going to meet at near the entrance and then do like a conga line of of like the pink ride where we walk through the event and give compliments or say I love you to everyone we pass, and then invite people to join us, and make like a snake of I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you through the whole club. So 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. Pierre says, cannot wait for Secret Santa. Good morning, Pierre. The pink walk, exactly. Well, I think Pink Walk has got a little bit of a breast cancer association, so it's the bikeless pink ride is still what I'm going with. Welcome, Trish and Michael. Anyone else have any more gratitude they'd like to share today? I'm grateful for the compassion and feedback I've received this morning as I'm having a really hard time having focused attention about like the changes that I want to make to my plan for the workshop. And if you were at our meeting last night, you could tell that I did not have a fully baked plan for that call, and I'm trying to avoid too much uncertainty to tomorrow. Good morning, Stargazer Astrologer and Mira. Abigail is grateful to be here with all us beautiful humans. Moosecock is grateful for housing when it's negative 20 degrees outside. Oh my gosh, negative 22. Joyce likes the idea of the bikeless pink ride. I think it could work. It actually could be. I think there's gonna be parts of it that will be even better, because the pink ride. Well, it'll be interesting because when you do the pink ride, you're riding by, and it's not very threatening to say I love you to someone when you're passing by on a bike. But I think as you're walking by someone, that might be a little confrontational to someone who's not used to receiving an I love you like that. Grateful you're here, Mira. Welcome, Kat. Welcome, Barbie. Happy Friday, Zoe. Excuse me. Good morning, Zoe. Kiri says, I am grateful for feeling strong and happy. Well, I am grateful for this awesome macrame hat and this hat and my Western shirt, none of which I plan to wear for the pink party tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to wear tomorrow. I think I know. Welcome, Masha and Wisdom. Any last gratitudes? Anyone want to share something that they are feeling appreciative of? I grateful for my brother. Welcome, Will. Zoe is grateful to be learning so much about myself and my inner strength through my pain and healing journey. Yeah, I kind of go back and forth with appreciation for that journey and frustration. It is it's a rich chapter. I kind of went to a dark space last night. Hey, Jeff, good morning. Gerbada is grateful for this group and this practice. kind of got into a dark space last night where I was like, maybe God has decided that I have really learned a lot of lessons that I needed to about radical self-expression and love ambassadorship and being an authentic expressed person in the world. And maybe the lessons that I am on my curriculum now are ones of suffering. And I know that that is, probably the most popular course in the human catalog, unfortunately, and one that I have, you know, avoided in many ways. But I think the process of aging is one that you cannot avoid. The process of aging, and which includes suffering and pain, and uh, you gotta. So I guess you got to learn it sooner or later. Mira is grateful for friendship. Had to attend a wake last night and was happy that attending mattered. Thanks for sharing. Jax is grateful for the cold wind in winter. Love it. Well, I am grateful for the version of winter that we get in San Diego, the chance that I get to put on a hat and a jacket. That's about as wintry as we get. Although I did turn the heat on this morning, so it was plenty chilly. It was 64 inside when I woke up. That's chilly. So I hope I get to see some of you tomorrow in San Diego. If not, I look forward to when I see you next. I should remind people that there's new episodes of Stay Sparked, and there's new things on the YouTube Hug Nation channel, and new stuff on the Halcyon Pink Instagram. I have not been posting as much lately because, quite honestly, using my arms hurts. Doing even the tiny bit of typing and scrolling really makes my forearms throb. So I've had to trust that some of this, I guess, is not supposed to be posted. Heather says, I'm thankful that I'm taking the high road and setting aside conflict in order to allow my child to celebrate his dad's birthday in spite of our differences. We only interact a couple times a year due to dad's severe addictions, but his sister's coming with him to oversee things and keep peace. Well, bravo. That sounds like a massive exercise in keeping your heart open and overcoming fears and constrictions and trying to really provide what's best for your child, which has got to be, co-parenting, I think, is amongst the most challenging classrooms there is for a human being. So bravo. Stay Sparked is a podcast. Stay Sparked is a podcast about personal growth and Burning Man and psychedelics. And the last episode is about pain, the one we just did. And the one before that is about setting intentions. So you can search for Stay Sparked on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And if you like it, leave a review. You can also go Stay Sparked on Instagram's account too. So thanks everyone for being here. Before we go, let's have a hug. So wherever you are, give yourself a squeeze and appreciate this body in whatever state it's in. Know that even if there are parts that you are focused on that are in pain or not functioning at their best, that there's still countless other systems and body parts that are working flawlessly year after year, internally and externally. So let's be grateful for this incredible, incredible machine that we are thriving within. And let's be grateful for all the things we've heard from other people celebrating their journeys and their experiences, their learning and their gaining wisdom that we get to share with one another, whether we know it or not. Just sharing our truth is a process of amplifying and elevating wisdom of the group. So let's be grateful, sink into that trust, and take a deep breath in and squeeze. on behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you. Thanks for being here for this Hug Nation Love Morning. I love you. Yay, Yamil. Good morning. I will see you tomorrow. Jamie is grateful for back pain and how it communicates with her. Wow. I am working on that gratitude. Thanks, Chris. See some of you in person tomorrow and see all of you soon. Enjoy the day.